Joining us on Pit Road this afternoon, happy to have him with us, talented broadcaster. We say hello to JonathanGrace. Welcome to Long Beach.
Happy to be here, guys, and no such water down on pit lane today. It is toasty down here in Long Beach, 133 on the track. The air conditioners are blowing at full blast as the drivers are trackside waiting for the green flag to get going. I was a Ward earlier, and he was saying that Friday practice session might be a little bit useless because it's so hot and it's going to cool off. On the other side of the camp, Takuma Sato saying, no, there's plenty we can learn from today.
Jonathan, thanks. Look forward to having you with us this weekend. Let's go back to Pit Road, check in with JonathanGrace.
I was speaking with Scott Dixon earlier today just about the layout of the track, and I asked him if there had been any changes. He said turns 5 through 8 have been resealed. The wall at turn 6 has been pushed back, and the inside wall at turn 9 has been pushed inwards. But interestingly, the curbs have not been moved at all, those big curbs that can cause trouble. So the line is essentially the same despite all the changes.
Thanks, Jonathan. And Jonathan, you say he had to come back to Pit Road.
It's a pity for Pato. He's on pit lane right now. The tire came off completely flat. The team is just checking the rear end of the car. The engine cover is off as well, so he's done for the time being. Hopefully he'll get some more track time back out there as well. We'll keep you updated on the situation, but the entire rear left suspension is getting a once-over for the Aero McLaren SP team at the moment.
Always a lingering concern, JonathanGrace, when you make hard contact like Pato Ward did. Do you have an update on the status of his car?
I certainly do. The crew is replacing the rear left toe link as a precautionary measure. I was speaking with the mechanics, and they were saying they don't see anything visually that looks concerning, but they want to replace the toe link anyway as a precaution.
We get an update on Jimmy Johnson's situation from JonathanGrace.
I'm down here in the 48 Carvana camp. I'm looking at the tire that just came off the front left, and it scraped the Firestone logo right off the side. Jimmy Johnson is staying in the car, so it seems like this team is confident that they can get this back up and running. They did check the front left suspension, and they're getting a new front nose just for good measure.
JonathanGrace.
Well, Jimmy, we saw you hit the wall down there in turn 7. Just talk us through what happened from your perspective.
Hey, I got a little greedy with the curbs in 6.
Do you feel comfortable taking the curbs in sessions from now on? Do you feel like you've got it sorted?
That rep didn't work. I'll adjust and take it from there.
Up until that point, how was the car feeling?
Car was great.
That was Jimmy Johnson on pit lane. His day is unfortunately done.
Back to Pit Road and Jonathan.
Kara Adams, we saw obviously Jimmy Johnson hit the wall, but we've seen it's been slippery out there, particularly in the back of the track. Is that drift rubber compatible at all with the IndyCar Firestone rubber?
Yeah, that drift rubber is super slippery.
Obviously, we know it's a huge challenge for these guys and girls to get up to speed with it being hotter today, and then it's going to cool off for quality in the race. What can they do on the tire side to really get some performance out of it today?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That was Kara Adams from Firestone. It's going to be slippery for the rest of the day. We'll see how the teams handle the tire issue.
Simon Pagino has gone to